meant everything. The biggest breakthrough of all time. No other German actor had ever done it, or has ever done it, ever. And about a year later, it came out in 70, and the first 3 years, 70, 73, 74, they made no films in Hollywood, almost none. Universal was the only game in town. They had wanted me to sign an all-inclusive contract, television and film. I said, no television, just film. It was an egregious mistake at the time, because television turned out to be the only game in town. There was an agency in town called Chase and Park Citron. They represented Tony Curtis and Anthony Quinn and Jimmy Stewart and all those people who suddenly were doing television because there were no films around. And they approached me, and Herman Citron took me to lunch at the Hillcrest Country Club and said, we want to represent you. You'll be a big star one day, but don't do any television. It's going to be tough for about 2 or 3 years. They knew. They were friends of Lou Wasserman's. They knew the financial conditions of this town. And I said, okay. And I held out for about 3 or 4 months. I had a family. So I started guest starring again. And at that time you couldn't do that. You couldn't star in a film and then go back to television. It was a no-no. Cubby Broccoli from James Bond had seen Colossus. Didn't know anything about Hans Gudigasor because movie producers didn't watch television. He didn't know. He just saw the film. He said, oh, that might be an interesting new James Bond. Because a lot of people had always thought that it was somehow from the British Commonwealth. They couldn't quite figure it out. And Alex Ruiz, the agent, and I went to his house near Doheny somewhere, had lunch, and he said, do you still have a British passport? I said, I have a German passport. And the curtain went down like this. And he said, no one would play James Bond but someone who was a member of the British Commonwealth. Not even an American actor. So that was the end of that.